we doing, guys? Welcome to another Mamemeister 10-minute mashup. This game it's an absolute classic and I've never really played it, if at all. It's 3D Starstrike on the Spectrum. Now I don't know who made it. I should probably know, but I don't. Anyway, how do we start this game? Let's see, Kemp's in number 2. Now I'm playing this, let's go for easy, I'm playing this on a Spectrum 128. Okay, it's going to take me a wee while to get used to it. It's obviously reverse controls, which I'm not too used to. Now I don't know if you've got an option to actually change that in this at all. Now I must admit, I remember seeing this game on my mate's Spectrum, and I was being a C64 man, it was a bit of a bitter pill to swallow, because as much as I hated to see it, it looked bloody impressive. It didn't just look impressive, it played, and then even now, here we are, what, almost 30 years on, it plays brilliantly. I never ever thought I would see this, guys, and as much as I absolutely loved the C64, I always used to, and it's crashed. Right, back into it. Okay guys, sorry about that. Bollocks, I appeared to have started it not on a Kempson joystick. No, back into it. Okay guys, apologies about all the fanning about, but that's what happens when you're playing with real hardware. Yeah, what was it? By the way, when I was resetting it, I noticed it's Realtime Software. That's who makes this game. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I always thought that the Spectrum was pretty naff. You know, it looked crap. Compared to the C64, it looked rubbish. It had a rubber keyboard, it was tiny. The graphics had colour clash all over the shop. But you know what, having had an opportunity to play the Spectrum over the last sort of 2-3 years, I've really come to see and understand and appreciate just what a fantastic machine it was and is. I mean, it was knocked out pretty cheap, but underneath the bonnet was a pretty quick little processor. Apparently it was almost twice as quick as the C64. And yeah, a lot of the early games in the Spectrum looked bloody awful, the sound and all that. But see, once programmers started getting to grips with the hardware, I mean, games like this, it just wasn't possible to have this on a C64, or at least I'm not a programmer, so I can't really say. I'm sure some C64 aficionados will probably tell me different, but you know, games like this just didn't seem possible on a C64. In fact, you know what, never mind comparing it with the C64, as a standalone computer, it's a fantastic machine, it really is. And I think if I had been given a Spectrum, sorry, I didn't even get a Spectrum, I had to buy my C64. If I had bought a Spectrum, or indeed my mum and dad had bought me a Spectrum instead of the lovely Texas T19948, I would have been, after initially being disappointed, I would have been really over the moon with it. I haven't a clue what I'm doing here, no idea. Well, I got to try and, bollocks, right, okay. It's auto fire, which makes things a bit easier. It's funny, even the sound, the sound, you know, compared to other machines, especially with the C64, it's just wee beeps and grunts, but yeah, actually, you get used to it. And you realise, the lasers have overheated. That's why I can't shoot. But really, there were some utterly fantastic games. I mean, if I was Right, I'm guessing I need to, have I got to shoot that? I haven't a clue what I'm doing. No idea. Looks like I'm back to square one again. What did I do it? Hey! Excellent. And we're back for more. Superb. But yeah, I mean, you know, even up to about 3-4 years ago, asked me, you know, to say what the better computer was, the best 8-bit, and I would categorically say the C64 and the Spectrum was nowhere near. I would still, pound for pound, I would still say I think the 64 was a better computer, but you know what, as far as the games are concerned, there were probably just as many cracking games on the Spectrum as there was on any other machine. I mean, it's a fantastic little computer. It's just so playable, it really is. And it looks brilliant as well. Doesn't help when you let your laser overheat. And it all buzzes along at a fair old rate as well. It's just such an impressive game. Anyway guys, I haven't a clue how long I've been playing this for, but that's coming up to 5 minutes, so I think that'll probably do me. That is 3D Starstrike by Realtime Software on the ZX Spectrum. As usual guys, thanks for watching.